Good morning. Okay. I think I'm going to turn on the overhead. Okay. No. All right. I'm hearing prisoners of war. But I had just put my ring on. Okay. Emancipation Proclamation is what I was dealing with last. So let's dig into these cards. To be honest with you, I can't remember. I need my coffee. I can't remember yesterday's read. And yeah, sorry I didn't come back. My blood work is not so great. All right, 49. All right, let's read this. We're also dealing with past life scenarios. Zone. All right, so the bride ensures for a single person the fulfillment in the highest aims when near, if distant, turbulent married life. I don't see anyone around you, so that's good. But I am getting promoted. Somebody could be getting promoted here. I was going to say married, eloped, because there's a turbulent married life. I don't know if you already left it. Number 1, the sun is near signifies happiness and polarity. Near the snake, mice, or dark side of the clouds, passages, vexation. The sun is near happy. If the snake and the mouse, or the dark side is near. I don't see the dark side. Flames on the hearth indicate good fortune and neutralizes the evil of lying unlucky cards to increase the value of lucky ones. The eye when near denotes great interest by friends. When distant signifies suspicion, but it's near. 34, the star ensures success. All enterprises when near. Very distant. When very distant, some unlucky events. I'm going to go with it's near, right? Because the energy is kind of like dead in the middle. And if you have another king or queen, you don't really read gypsy cards like that, but I'm combining, I guess, apparently. The number 50 is the bear, the sign of successful speculation. So, I mean, this is what a wonderful fucking read in the next 6 days. Another number 6, number 3, the house denotes success. If present condition is unpleasant, the future will be happy and prosperous. Also predicts a marriage. Somebody might get married again. If you've already been married, if you've never been married and you think you're not going to get married, I'm hearing spinster. There's a good chance that you might. 46, the railroad forecasts a long journey. The bear is a sign of successful speculations. That's good. The rider is a sure sign of good news unless alongside 6, 8, 11, or 13. 6, 8, 11, 13. We don't have any of those, so congratulations. The railroad forecasts a long journey. If near 44, a serious accident. You don't have 44. If near 29, a robbery, and there is no 29. So what I'm picking up here is there is some type of turbulent marriage. I don't know if you're just getting out of it, if it's, you have a divorce and it's complete. Good morning. But this is amazing energy to work with in the next 6 days. I'm hearing 6 weeks. 666. When it comes to past life, so we know we're working with Saturn and the South Node here. Could even be working with your Chiron. This is a great read. So, well, kind of hesitant to pull past life on this. Let's just do number 46 with the railroad's long journey, serious accident or robbery. I want to see how we're vibing this. Forgiveness and biblical. This did want to flip. Trust and faith. So you could be dealing with somebody who's a different religion or different viewpoints. It could be political, just because, it's 2025 and not everything is, biblical these days. But I don't even know if there's politics in this deck. I don't know why I even got pulled to check that. Spirituality, religion, imprisonment, slavery. That came in the other day. Trees, Celtic, baby, finances, unrequited love, Egypt, life, love, vows, phobias, orphan, karmic relationships, Native American, the arts, angels, mother, medicine, woman, man, blessings, lessons, authority figures. Okay, so we do have one in there. But I still feel like something is sticky. And nothing... You must have been getting out of this stick. Because I'm getting sticky, sappy. Because this is fulfillment. For single people. Everybody's single. I'm not talking you got to be if you're in a relationship, you're not going to get that fulfillment. You will. I just don't know if something's going to come colliding when we collide. So this could be second time a charm, third time's a charm, fourth time, I'm not really sure. But that's a sequel. So maybe about 47 with the past life. We got the King of Cups. Could be dealing with a water sign. This could be somebody new coming into your life. You might have a past life connection with this person, but you also have the Five of Wands. So there's some type of conflict. There could be jealousy, Three of Cups. There could be another person. Because I do feel multiple people here. So just, you could be conflicted in the sense of not like arguing, drama, or bickering, but just kind of like, what do you want type vibes. What's this Five of Wands about currently? Or past, because whatever it is in a past life is going to play out currently here. Male, female, finances. So it's a money thing. So somebody could be staying with somebody for money, insurance, property, stuff, anything that's linked to not having to pay more out of pocket. There could be something going on with somebody's finances right now. This could be somebody who all they do is work. Because it says male or woman, but I ended up putting that over there, and that male is looking at that male. So this could be some type of, good morning, some type of conditioning. Somebody may want your forgiveness here. And this predicts marriage too. So some of you are going to have a nice, happy, shiny people, a nice, happy marriage somewhere down the road. Like not instant. Like this talks about more like individuality and kind of like, I am getting like self mode, like self-respect, when it comes to your own thoughts. The house denotes success in all ventures. If present condition is unpleasant, the future will be happy. So it doesn't have to be unpleasant. And you got happiness, happiness, happiness. This is going to be a good week for you guys and a really good outcome. This definitely has to do with fate, karma, transitions, and karmic relationship here. So the house denotes success in all ventures. If present condition is unpleasant, the future will be happy and prosperous. Also predicts a marriage. So somebody is with the wrong person. Somebody could have kids with the wrong person. How this has to do with you, I'm not sure. You could be dealing, you could be living with a friend and it's karmic. You guys are roommates. It could be a situation like that. That's no good. You haven't had time. You could be suspicious of these energies. Energies come in fast, come out. Maybe you thought somebody was committed here. Maybe you thought this was going to be a good thing. You do have some good news coming in, though. That's for sure. And it maybe not as bad or as turbulent as you're thinking. You could have a friend that has an eye on you, like somebody who likes you. When the eye is near, denotes a great interest taken by friends, but when distant, signifies suspicion. So you got all happy-go-lucky cards surrounded by the bride. So there's a lineup this week, an astrological lineup. It has to do with everybody's charts when the planets position. Transits is what we work with, transits on a daily basis. So tell me about the rider. Good news, sign of good news, unless alongside 6, 8, 11, 3, 6, 8, 11, 13. You have the Nine of Cups. Again, another card of happiness. Yeah, something is definitely aligning this week for you. You could be looking at property. I mean, this is a very much summer, spring, fall type of read. Could be winter in the sense. No, not with those trees. Because I'm looking around and it's like you got grass, you got the sun, you can have a fire, you know, that star. It's not the exact star I have on the house, but a lot of people have that star on the house. Bear, wildlife, horses, farm life. You can't get much better than this. So just know that this is an alignment. It's nothing that's going to happen overnight. You might have to forgive somebody from your past in order to move forward, with or without. Or it's them with or without. Somebody that I used to know. So you probably just got out of something, or you're in something, but you're like, this just doesn't, there's nothing here. Like, I don't see this person here. So I don't know if it's, I'm hearing drive-by, a walk-in, but drive-by, I would think would be like stalking or a shooting. The railroad forecasts a long journey. If near 44, a serious accident. We don't have 44. But if near 29, a robbery. We do have 4s, though. 47, 46. You got the 1. 44 is not out, but there's still something. I don't know if somebody had like an epiphany. Tell me about 46 currently. 6 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Again, it has to do with your past life. She seems bored with the 6 of Cups here. She could be happy, and she's just, looking out, reminiscing. I don't know if this is somebody waiting for their knight in shining armor. 7 of Cups. But this is like, I like the depiction in this card because could just be taking a break. I don't think like this is confusion. I don't think, you have to pick a cup here. If you have to pick a cup, I would, rest, relaxation, nature. It's almost like waiting for a knight in shining armor, but like that doesn't exist. It's fairy tale. You get spoiled and be happily in love, and yeah, that's different. Like this energy is in and out. It's too quick. As quick as they come in, they leave, and it's like, I don't know if there's like a pause with them or a pause with you. You got the World. That's bigger than a pause. 5 of Wands. 2 of Wands, going in a new direction. So this energy could kind of come in, swoop you up, and it could just be a walk-in, an angel that has to give you a message. It could be anything like that, because this is quick energy. This is slow, long journey. So to me, you've already been in it, especially if your life path is a 2 or a 1. You already been through this. So it looks like there is something like quickly that wants to come in. but that's the energy. So it's almost like the two of you are doing the same thing. There could be messages going back and forth, but it is an odd combination. Tell me about this stack right here. Communal living. So you've definitely known each other before. You both could have even came from poverty. And just because communal living doesn't mean poverty, but that particular card, there's poverty in there. So someone here might have not have learned a lesson as quick as it comes in, as quick as it leaves. Spirit's not having it. You might be like, oh, but I can feel it. It's past life, the XYZ. Yeah, it's because you've known each other before. That doesn't mean that this is your person or situation. If you're single, it doesn't mean it's your person or situation. If you're in a marriage and it's good, it's going to probably get a lot better this week. Will be easier to maneuver around. There is some type of speculation too, but there's also good stuff too, because I'm looking at the eye, and then when the bear is a sign of successful speculations, and when the eye is near, denotes a great interest taken by friends. When distant, signifies suspicion. And it actually, it is a little distant, but you're right here. But technically, I told you that was a king, but it doesn't work that way, but I incorporated it that way. So there is suspicious energy around you. The star ensures success in all enterprises when near, and that's near, right? But when it's distant, some unlikely events. And that's what I'm kind of getting this vibe up here with this card right here underneath with the 48, the 46, I mean. But you have the sun right next to you. But again, snakes, mice, dark side. You do have a sketchy energy around you, but it can't touch you. Tell me about number 49, please. Number 49. Three of Cups. Again, it could be friends, great interest. Eight of Pentacles. Strength. That reminds me of a book I used to like when I was little. And he was like a giant. Oh, anybody remember that book? Or he was like a bear, or he was some kind of creature. You have the Five of Cups at the bottom, like it's some type of a loss here. Someone's going to be left with guilt in this feeling. I do think somebody has great interest in you, but like I said, there's other people around. Maybe this energy doesn't have enough strength. I want to know the name of that creature now, that book. My kids didn't really like it. My brother loved it. James and the Giant Peach. No, I can almost guarantee it's not that. It's famous kid books that have creatures in them. Where the wild things are. Look at that. Popped right up. That's the vibe I'm getting. I don't know if you guys remember that book or not. I don't know when it Like I said, my kids weren't big into it. When did the Wild Unknown? No, that's the name of a tarot deck. The Wild Things Grow. Come on. Where the wild things are. Where the Wild Things Are. When did it come out? Oh, 1963. And then another one was released in 2009. So that would make sense with the whole kid thing. That's all about belief, right? What is the meaning behind the book Where the Wild Things Are? Explores the universal experiences of childhood emotions, particularly anger and need for boundaries. The lens of the young boy named Max on a fantastical journey acknowledges the intensity of children's feelings and their struggles to manage with them, affirming and enduring the love of family. The story is not just a fanciful adventure, but it is a commentary. I know I'm saying that wrong. Complimentary on the power of imagination and the importance of home in the process of emotional regulation. So that's what I'm getting here with the strength card. Somebody here doesn't have enough strength. It doesn't make them weak. It's just strength is needed. I don't know if somebody's looking at you as like some type of fucking creature, like you're not normal, you're not a human. I'm not really sure. Good morning, everyone. How somebody is looking at you like this, or why. This could have to do with family. Possibly childhood trauma. But with the 3, it's like a friend, right? So you have suspicion, or somebody is suspicious of you, a friend. But I don't know, forgiveness was up here. So it's like you are meant to forgive somebody. So in a past life, maybe you didn't forgive this person. And in this lifetime, you're meant to forgive this person. Somebody has a lot of guilt. I don't think it's yours. Just know you do have suspicious people around you too, but that's the least of your worries. Unless you're like really like, I wouldn't even say paranoid, but you're like, you know, someone's watching you, you know, this and that. Like your intuition is right, but it's nothing emergent is what I'm getting, but it could be emergent if you're in a dark parking lot. Like just be cautious of that type of energy. And Mia hit me up the other day. She's like, this car has been following me since all the way here to all the way here. And as soon as she called me, the car had turned. But I said to her, like, that road is a main road. Like, there's 8 different towns in different directions off of that one main road, honey. Try not to worry about it. But I have told her in the past, like, I don't know if I made her paranoid, but I do tell my kids this stuff. Like, if it's dark out, there's no street lights, cop pulls you over, do not pull over. She's like, I'm going to pull over. I'm like, do not pull over. What you do is call the 911, find out, let them know what town you're in, and have them call the police station and ask, am I legally being pulled over right now? You know, I just worry about shit like that. I forget how many people actually die like that, but it's way too many. You know, everyone just is like, oh, they have lights. Okay. Undercover cop, you know, don't do it. Then I said, if you feel like you're being followed, always go straight to the police station. Casually get their license plate number if you can. Just stay cool, like, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know why that came in. Oh yeah, caution. But I see it more with cars. So somebody could just be driving around your neighborhood in hopes that they're going to see you. Somebody could be driving on and off of that main road, hoping they're going to see you come off of that road. Somebody purposely driving around in your city, if they're in another city, to see if maybe they'll bump into you. Others of you do have an nasty energy here, but it's I'm hearing melancholy. So somebody else's regret. Yeah, see, you do have some nasty energy around, but guys, that like you're not even vibing that. So I don't know why. It must be relevant for those to be like, all right, that's the least of your fucking problem right now. But I feel like your brain would have already stepped out of that energy, and if you got other people still in that energy, then that's on them. That's not on you. What I'm going to do is use this deck. And I want to leave past life out of it. This was a great reading. Again, I don't remember exactly what yesterday's was. I know we did. I ended it with Emancipation Proclamation, something like that. Something else came up during this read that reminded me of yesterday's read too. I just can't remember what it was. I know I still got to figure out that whole political thing, but I really want to. I'm going to take that to the other channel. Just know that it's past life energy, friends, get-togethers, jealousy. If it's not jealousy, it's envy. Try not to be envious of everybody else. We all get that feeling once in a while. That happened to me within the last couple months, and I was shocked. I'm like, this doesn't even make sense, but this is what it feels like. Spirit in the last year has put me through so many different. I'm seeing a clock watch. I mean, a watch clock. I know I'm seeing like a clock. I'm seeing like a grandfather clock, but like a little one the size of this notebook, but longer and shorter. What was I saying? Put me through things I never thought like I would even like go through. This, especially the last 6 months, has been wild. More intense the last like 4 months. But I'm seeing a clock. And I want to say my mom has one, but it's not like a box. The one I'm seeing is like a box, like one of the first clocks. Oh, here we go at fucking past life. What are these crowns? What are those purple crowns? I don't know. I noticed them yesterday too. To tell you like what tier you're on. People are not off. Members, you can stay on it. I'm going to do, for every weekly read I do, I'm going to do an extension for members. So I will extend. Am I going to extend this one? Well, I don't know because it's fucking, isn't it Thursday? And this was the next 6 days. That was yesterday. It's Thursday. All right. I don't know how Spirit wants me to calculate that. How would I calculate that? Why would I say something calculate like that? What? It's weird because you would think like Sunday, Monday, right? But I am getting like a midweek vibe here, as if we should do midweek check-ins maybe, or Wednesday to Wednesday will be energies, something like that. Because then we're getting the weekend, right? And then like when I do weekend energy. So if I do weekend energy and then midweek check-in. But it wouldn't be a midweek check-in. It would be like Wednesday to Wednesday. It'd be 7 days. And then like a bonus, you get the weekend energy in it. And when I clarify, I'll use a different deck. You get a different story. I see how something's going to go down there. I feel like I want to do Wednesday to Wednesday. I will upload something today for energy in general. Welcome back energy. I just heard welcome back. Because I really got to get on the other channel. Because it's every time I get on, it channels me to the other channel. And first thing I think the other day was, the pens. And I was like, well, what do I need a pen for? Well, this is why. So no. I feel like this is main energy too. Like when I write things, guys, like this is something that's relevant. Those are the main components. I think what I'm going to do with this and the Trump and all that other stuff that came in, I think I'll do that continue that on the other channel. So right now, let's just get another read in because I'm going to have to schedule my time. I know I've been saying that forever, but I don't really have a choice. If I don't do it, I'm not going to get things done. So, yeah, because I started part 1 yesterday. And it was for the next 6 days. So it was for the week. So I don't know if I'm going to do a continuation off of that. I probably am not because everything looks really good. I don't know. I don't even feel the need to like go in and look for like the negative side of the energy because I've already been told it's not relevant. You'd be wasting your time and energy. So I just heard you can feel it. So you guys can feel the transit in the sense of that energy doesn't phase you. I don't think it, I don't want to say ever really did, but in the last maybe like 3-6 months, like I don't even know if it doesn't feel like the people that don't like you or the family, friends, whatever it may be, they're stuck on you, stuck on you, and you're not stuck on stupid. So I'm getting purity, white purity. Let me light a white candle and read one more read. I just heard 444. I was seeing 333. Yesterday, I could have sworn I saw 1616 so many fucking times. I was like, is this a joke? Yeah, 1616. And then I saw it before bed. It was like 816. And the date was the 16th. But I caught like every 16 that just fell. Another, that was Wednesday, 1616. And I want to say I jotted down a couple more. Yesterday I was seeing 444. I saw 333 yesterday. I'm hearing 1616 again. It's just an odd number. My dad's like, remember that picture? That's my favorite one. That was a couple years ago. I don't remember what's on that hat. And I do have something medically going on with me, and I am going to want some of you guys' advice for those who are dealing with it. I will come on and do a different read so people can comment in that one and we can have a discussion. It's not good, but I'll live with it. I don't know if I'm going to need surgery or not. And it is personal in the sense where I'm not sure if I want to tell you, but I'm going to need all the help I can get. So, holy anxiety just talking about it or thinking about it. And that's just it. I got to control my anxiety as well. And it does have to do with my heart. So a year ago, I went to how to say, so this is what I have. A year ago, it was mild. Nobody said anything.
Atherosclerosis.
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 So that was my recent one, right? And then my old one, oh, my back got a lot worse from the blunt blow right there at L2. My scoliosis is now going to the left, which is rare, and it can put pressure on your heart. It's from the car accident, and I got this because of lack of exercise, guys. Anxiety, lack of exercise, which I couldn't exercise. I couldn't do all that stuff. So all my arteries right now, okay, so a year ago, it was mild. So my doctor's not in this week. They did put me on a statin. My doctor's not in this week. That was a random doctor. I said, what about this? And he's like, she's like, don't you have a cardiologist for that? And I said, no. I said, I didn't know I had that. And she's like, well, you should have been on medicine for like the last year. And I was like, yeah, well, apparently no shit, right? So not only did they fuck with my hip and took 8 months to figure that one out, the doctor that saw that didn't say anything to me, clearly didn't say anything to my PCP. And now every major artery connected to the heart is hardening and thickening, and the bad cholesterol is sticking to it. And I'm just pissed because you can stay mild for years and years and years and years and years and years, for like 20 years. And because nobody told me, I went from mild to having it within 1 year. And they just assumed it was onset asthma when I went to pulmonology, pulmonary. So I'm just really disappointed. And there's no cure. Can they remove plaque? Yeah, I still have to see a cardiologist. I'll probably end up having some type of surgery, but I'm constantly out of breath, and I have every single sign of there's a good chance I can have a heart attack or a stroke or an aneurysm any day. So I don't even know what to do with myself right now. This place has let me down twice. This is major. This is my heart. It's just, so I'm going to have a whole nother conversation with you guys about it. So I'll pull it up so we can have this discussion.
Atherosclerosis.
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 So it's thickening of your arteries. And then I had blood work done yesterday, and my HDL is high, which is bad cholesterol, but my calculated cholesterol was 101, but it's supposed to be, with the disease I have, it's supposed to be under 70s. So again, this doctor put me on a statin. I haven't started taking it yet. She wants me to, but I want my own doctor's opinion. Or what about, cardiologist, So I'm not like freaking out, believe it or not, but the only way it would take years off my life would be if I was to have a heart attack or a stroke or an aneurysm. And I'm at extremely high risk for it. People typically would get this like in their late 50s, 60s, and have it their whole life. This is the disease where the number one killer in the United States, heart disease. And mine came from lack of exercise because I couldn't, because of the car accident. So it's a lot to process. And hopefully, I don't have any issues with it. I mean, it's a whole lifestyle change, but pretty sure I'm going to need surgery because I'm young enough where they could probably clear out the plaque, but I'm not positive. Then it's just, it really sucks. It is hard. It's just hitting me though. I just found out the other day, so it's just hitting me. So there's nothing I can do about it. I feel all sorts of emotions, all different ways. But you can stay mild your whole life if you eat good. Your mom and dad both have it diagnosed 59 and 70s. Yeah. So, and I eat good, and I'm not like a super junky eater. I'm not like fast food all the time. It really stems from cholesterol. It stems from a trauma. It stems from lack of exercise or anything cardio. But I've told you guys, I can't even walk up the stairs without being out of breath. I'm only 48. The chances are they're going to do surgery. I'm just hoping they don't have to put like a stent in. I'm just hoping like they can go in, clean out the plaque. And now the cholesterol is high. It wasn't a few months ago when I had blood work, but I don't know if they did an HDL. I don't think they did. So, because my regular cholesterol is fine. But that typically happens when you have that heart disease. So for 15 months, that other doctor knew about it, didn't say anything to me. And I should have been on medicine for the last 15 months. Anticoagulants. Maybe just an aspirin a day, and a statin. But the statin that they gave me, again, I haven't tried it. Because it makes me wary to try it. You know, the cardiologist is not telling me to take it. My PCP is not telling me to take it. It takes 4 weeks to kick in anyway. They gave me this one. And I heard a lot of people have a hard time with this one. So my cholesterol is not high. My cholesterol is actually fine. The bad cholesterol built up because of lack of exercise, lack of movement. And if you're obese and this and that, like that will gradually happen anyway, but I wasn't. I went from being extremely active to no activity. And just like that. And all the anxiety and everything I was having, like that's like extra strain on my heart, you know? So again, I do want to do a separate video so you guys can, you know, post links or give me information on top of all the research. Like I can't reverse it, but again, I'm thinking I'm still young enough where they're going to remove the plaque. It would only make sense. So I'll probably have to have heart surgery. Not something, you know, this car accident, guys, seriously, like it fucked me up. It fucked my whole life up. Just when you think you walked away from something, you know? So I don't know. I mean, it's malpractice. It's a lot of things that happens every single day to people. So it's not like it's a lot to absorb. Let me go pee and we'll do another read, and I will come back and do a separate video on this. Give me a second.
stuff. I'll be home Saturday morning because I have work, but I only have tomorrow off.
Yeah. All right.
But then I'll probably be going back to Dennis's.
When?
Because I have Sunday off.
Oh, and he comes home Sunday.
No, I have Sunday off.
Right, but he comes home Sunday, right?
He leaves on Sunday, so I'll be home early.
Oh, okay.
He leaves on Sunday, so he leaves before 4, so I would really only be there for Saturday night and come home towards...
So he's leaving this Sunday?
He's leaving Sunday, yeah.
Oh, okay, and then he's gone until Thursday?
He's gone till the 23rd or the 24th, whatever that is.
Yeah, he'll be back on
He's there for like 2 or 3, 3 nights.
On
I think 2 or 3 nights.
New moon. Okay.
But they might have to come home early. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
His friend was like, well, they've had this plan for a while, and then he was like, well, I don't want my girlfriend getting mad at me, and I told her we could do this, so I don't know, they might be coming home early. I don't fucking know.
Well, yeah, no. Let him hang out with his friends. I don't want him, like, to think, like, oh, my girlfriend will get mad at me. Can't get mad at him for hanging out with his friends.
Not Dennis, his friend.
Oh, okay.
His friend said, I made friends with my girlfriend. I don't want her to get mad at me, so they might have to come home early because of his girlfriend. I didn't say that.
Oh, his plans? The girlfriend said they had plans?
Yeah, they had plans, and obviously Peter forgot or something like that or something, and he doesn't want her to get mad, so...
Yeah. Makes sense. He's being responsible.
I said to Dennis, I said, have Peter teach you that while you're there.
Alrighty then. Alright, I'm gonna do YouTube.
Okay.
Want to say good morning to them?
Okay.
Want to say good morning?
Good morning, YouTube.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mom, look at what I packed. The pasta was pretty good yesterday. I just wish there was more sauce on it. But there's lemons in the fridge, and I squirted them on the pasta yesterday.
Are you talking about the little elephant ears?
There's no sauce. No, this pasta.
Oh, I made that pasta, and that's what everybody said, that they were like, it needed more sauce, but I winged it. We had sausage, leftover sausage that needed to be cooked.
I squirted lemon all over it yesterday, and it was so good.
Yeah, we had
and then this time I put chicken in it, so I'm gonna have like the chicken lemon pasta.
Yeah, Grandpa really liked it too. I winged the whole.
No, I did really like it. I just wish it was more sauce. It's the same with Kim's thing that she makes with the mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need more sauce.
Yeah.
I don't like when my noodles.
Well, I didn't want like. It was supposed to be like creamy and thick and stick. It was different. It was one of those things like I substituted prosciutto, used sausage. I put wine in it to clean the pan, and wine's not called for. I used the asparagus that was wilting.
Oh, yeah, the asparagus was a good touch.
So I put the asparagus in, and then
the asparagus was so good with the
lemon. Yeah.
You put lemon in it?
Yeah, so it's sausage, lemon.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
I really like the flavor. I just wish it was more sauce.
I know, Grandpa really liked it too. I just winged it. It was like my own little recipe.
Make it again. And I want pasta. I want bolognese sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want Kim's thing again. Okay, I gotta poop though. I love you. I'll come down soon.
All right, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Okay. What the fuck? All right, Wednesday to Wednesday. See if we can get some different energies going here. I'm seeing a gypsy. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't. What the fuck? Let me ask Spirit how he wants me to read this. I just said how he wants me to read this. I feel like my great-grandfather he's always with me to the right, but I feel like he's been more with me. So your guides could be very close to you, loved ones who have passed over, visiting. Here we go again, dead people. Can't escape the dead people right now. Dearly beloved, we again. Okay, so here we go with Prince again. There's something with Trump's wife. What's her name? Vonica? What's begins the V? I think she's sick. Like really sick. Like cancer sick. Like I just saw, like, you know how they put the rags on the head when the like bald losing hair. But I also just got pulled to Demi Moore, but somebody with blonde hair. So there could be some celebrities or public figures. This is the time where diseases, that type of stuff comes in, traumas, accidents. It is part of that transit as well. All right, so how? Ivanka. Okay, Ivanka. Melania. All right, that's the new one. So I think it's Ivanka. Is that public news that she's sick? Or is it being kept to itself? Oh, I'm hearing it's being kept to itself. Okay. All right, let's just see. I was going to ask, and that was a choppy. Justice, that was choppy. The World and the King of Cups. What the fuck did I do here? I'm seeing like a girl in my little deck. She sits, I think it's a mystical moment deck. No, it's the other. It's a tiny, tiny ass fucking deck. But I have the big cards of it. I think it's the 9. I think it's the 9. It's one of these. And I do have the larger deck. And she's sitting, I don't know if she's reading a book. It's almost like Where the Wild Things Are. She's reading a book, staring at a wall or something. This one, it is the 9 of Wands. Anxiety. But see, like, she doesn't have anxiety. My anxiety. And I'm getting pulled to the 5 of Cups, but like that's like being nurtured. She could be reading, you know, a mystery book or horror book. She could be reading Jack Nicholson. That's not his name, is it? Jack Nicholson. I feel like I'm confusing two people. Tell me about this Nine of Clubs. It's the Knight of Wands. That came in with that forgiveness card. Knight of Pentacles. See, I don't, this is like, I'm hearing melancholy. This is like, it's almost pulling me to, well, again, like the forgiveness card up here, but like where the wild things are too, like not being afraid of that. Something comes in just as quick, but then leaves. The world was there. Just know you have a predator watching you. It's like that third eye card that was right there with people being suspicious. So you might want to question someone's motive here when it comes to yesterday to the 23rd. And I just heard of October. So those dates in October might be relevant. This is this week's energy, Wednesday to Wednesday. Pampers, something with a P, but it's not Pampers. All right, tell me about, I meant to ask. All right, I'm just gonna, what do you want us to know? What do you want us to be aware of? We have the moon, could be lies, could be deception, could be emotions. Justice really wanted to come out. We have two major arcana. We have the Ace of Cups and the Tower. Dear Lord, something's out of your hands here. This could be someone that you thought liked you, or you liked somebody, or a good idea, but then like here comes the Tower. There's something hidden, there's something emotional. Somebody could have extreme anxiety here, nightmares, but to me there's an energy here that's like kosher, but you have like somebody creeping on you. Ace of Cups. Let's clarify this Ace of Cups. I want to see what, because this could just be like a new page opening, like a new door, or you thought like there was a new door that opened, then slam. Da, 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 da. Let the boys be boys. Slam. And I just said that to me on our way too, like let the boys be boys. Eight of Pentacles. So something about work. You could be emotional. Okay, so what I'm getting just with these cards, I just heard this one needs to be treated. So somebody might have wood you need to treat or sand down. Careful there. Again, anxiety can be emotional. Nightmares are emotional. Whatever it is seems to be quick, but this is not. This is like no rush. That could be emotions. You got somebody running away, like somebody was scared. Somebody could have been doing, you got voodoo here. You know, I don't really look at that as black magic. I think this is karmic. I'm hearing redemption again. This might be a good thing that somebody's coming out of your life or into your life with the Ace of Cups. The Tower is like, whoa. Someone may want to work together, but this is usually a solo card. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. You got 2 8s. You got the 8 of Wands. That's an incoming message. Going to the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely feelings here, especially Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. There is some type of communication. You might be opening the door. You might be opening your heart. Be careful in the sense of don't let something pass you by. Something coming back around again. Let's get your best advice for this Ace of Cups. This could also be a huge letdown too. You got connect. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. What do we need to know about this Ace of Cups, 8 of Wands, the message, I almost said Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision, span out your view of your life from a distance, and you can get a perspective that's needed. And you got give. One of the best feelings you can experience is giving to others. When you do so, you will feel uplifted, with your life will improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way you can give to another today. And fear. I was just telling Masha about that story where that guy came out and he was like so fucking damper and he almost cried and I made his day. And it was in one of our reads, like say something nice, and it didn't even occur to me until afterwards. So it might be one of those type of days too, you know, a little more compassion. Best advice for this situation with the Ace of Cups, because that's yourself, especially with the Queen of Cups. Yes, someone could have a lot of love for you, but yeah, see, abandoned. I don't like that. And you do have this Watcher, and look at karmic. So I don't know. This could be an energy that wants to come in. This could be an energy that wants to work on something. There could be fear here in regards to, well, if I do this, I'm just going to be abandoned. Or somebody else thinks if I go into this, I'm just going to be abandoned by this person. But somebody looks at you as very loving. I mean, you got the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups, guys. Like, that's beautiful energy with the 8 of Wands. I don't know if there's too much stepping back here. You know, if your advice is to step back here, you know, it could have to do with, you know, fears. I just split that deck at fear and twin flame. To me, this would be like the woman's fear. I mean, the man's fear, because there's no women here. Except for here when I'm explaining. So somebody feels like once they open up, or it's just you're going to leave. You're going to dip out. You can't handle it. So someone has a lot of fear on addressing something with you. Yeah, see, like this is tangled. Like, I'm not going to say there's a tangled love affair here, but this doesn't ever get tangled like that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. But see, I'm tangling that when I do it. Mingya. No, 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 no. So, I guess somebody just doesn't have it in them to kind of come forward right this second. See, I don't like readings like this because, well, this is your message to abandon a certain situation, especially if it has to do with somebody like from your past, once made you happy. But this Knight of Wands, guys, there's nothing fast here. It's very mobile. It's very melancholy. It's very dainty. It's very like, I don't really care. It's something like that. Tell me about the Tower. But something went down, especially karmic. 7 of Wands. Yeah, see, someone's trying to like defend themselves or battle with somebody, and you got the 3 of Swords. Like this has to do with like pain of the people. This is like being stubborn. Her hands are freaking folded. She's had enough. Don't have a high, I hate to say it, but do not have high expectations for somebody here, because you do have the 5 of Wands, and it's somebody that like, again, look at, that's like fear. It's like running away from it. So somebody is running away from something this week, and it seems fucking drastic. It's not telling me how you feel or they feel. Well, this is more like maybe how they feel. It's just something where someone just feels like they have to defend their heart, their soul. It's like a battle. But the Tower will win. So there's energy that must be amping up here. Tell me about this 8 of Pentacles, please. The Lovers. Jesus. Again, somebody might want your forgiveness. Tell me about the Lovers. Or this is somebody else that somebody would have to abandon in order to move forward. And then you got that Strength card where the wild things are. It's a journey, but the journey looks a lot better, and it's kind of going to the 10 of Cups, but this is also breaking something up. So it's almost like knowing if I go, this is saying, I know if I go in this direction, it's going to be hard for people. That's stopping this person. And until that person figures out the lesson that they have to do what's best for them and not other people, then that's when life goes smoothly. That's when the tables turn, and if you have kids, the kids are happy with your choice. And but people don't want to see that, acknowledge that. They would rather just kind of like, all right, so I don't know if this energy is going to come through now until the 23rd or not. I mean, it possibly can, because you have the 8 of Wands, but the moon is here too. So to me, it's like, you're not naive to something here, but you got the sun. Here comes the sun and the moon and the 10 of Wands. So like, this is heavy. It's weighing heavily on somebody. It could be dealing with a Leo, Pisces, Libra. There's plenty here, don't worry. But Gemini, yada yada, Cancer, Scorpio. Get where I'm going? I'm hearing Capricorn, even though there's not a Capricorn card out, but it's someone wants to do what's right, like somebody, but they're super struggling with it. And there's the Knight of Cups. So this person, has feelings for you, but it's weighing on them. It's, and then the Knight of Swords, that's usually honest communication. The Headless Huntman. I've never seen that. It's like a myth, right? This is the Necronomicon deck. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. So it's like wanting to come forward. And then you got the Wheel. So there's, like I said, there's something very karmic here. In order for this person to move forward, they have to make decisions from their heart, from their soul. And the funny thing is, they're looking at you like you're their safe space, but yet not treating you like you're their safe space. So it's kind of interesting. So let me get your best advice when it comes to this Wheel of Fortune. Somebody has to leave something behind. And this could even be you forgiving somebody, and you have to leave what went down behind. Because this is a lesson of forgiveness. It seems to be a lesson of forgiveness. So, best advice for us when it comes to this Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. Release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving it. Yeah, so someone's not good. They got to step away from this drama, and it could be family. Be present. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment. Stop reminiscing or ruminating about the past or longing for the future. Your life is happening right now, and when you're not present, you're going to miss all of its beauty. And that just flickered. So this release is not necessarily telling me to release this person. It's release the energy. Like, you don't have time to hold on to this. It's a way bigger lesson for the person on the other end here. But there's a lot of love, so there's nothing to really fear. I think it's just people are worried about other people's judgments and opinions, but you know my belief when it comes to that, it's you put your foot down and that's it. You don't have to negotiate. You don't have to go back and forth and is it a good decision or is it not? Like, you tell people your decision and that's it. That's how that goes. You don't gotta fucking dance around the fucking mulberry bush here or play fucking duck duck goose. Show the fuck up is what this is saying. And again, guys, this could be on our end too. And if this was on my end and it is who I think it is, I'd be a little hostile too, I think. I don't know. So it's a lesson for both individuals. I think it's a lesson of forgiveness this week. And it could be forgiving yourself for holding on or holding a grudge but I'm getting pulled to other energies, like that other energy that is like watching you. I think it could be also linked to this one, but it's also it's also like hearing like a curse. I don't know if somebody tried to curse you. I know I brought up my health issues, but I cleared my energy and made sure that nobody could touch those vessels or spirit when I had me share. So you do have black magic. You do have somebody here that thinks they, like, it's just, guys, I just, or voodoo. I'm telling you, it's just, this could be past karma too. Somebody did voodoo on you when you were fucking 10, 18 years old. Something fucking random, But if you are overthinking and researching, careful you don't find yourself in this state. I'm surprised I'm not losing my own shit. Things I'm Googling. Looks like a very peaceful week, and just be present and do what you can do to get by and have the right people around you. This could shock somebody else and they could be very disappointed. But like I said, with that 7 of Wands in the Tower, you have to stand in your morals. You have to address the elephant in the room. You can't just keep avoiding it and avoiding it and avoiding it. Like, you get nowhere in life. Like, that's that energy that stays stagnant that I can't stand reading. And sometimes I think, like, for you guys, when I do readings like this, I actually feel bad because I don't even want you to deal with this type of energy because it's not relevant. It's not something you should even be focused on. Right? So don't get caught up if it's an energy where it's iffy, because you are dealing with the Knight of Wands when it came to the other read too, with forgiveness. Could just be a messenger, but what is that? The Ace? No, that's a 1. That's the Magician. All right, so something here definitely can be created. And then you have the Fool. So somebody already figured out that this is karmic. All they got to do is get out of it. And then it's like a brand new journey. In the previous read, it did talk about a journey. All right, I love you guys. I will see you on members at some point today or first thing tomorrow. I'll get to it before I get back to YouTube. And then when it comes to this Trump, everything else that's kind of going on over here, I'm going to do on the other channel. Let me just pull one card for you from this deck. Yeah, you definitely got somebody watching you. but it's not helping. They're like fearful, and it's just it is what it is. Somebody regrets how they treated you, for sure. Somebody could be seeing something now, and this could be like after a breakup too, guys. So just know, if you're going through something extreme like that, you were meant to. If loss of friends, family, like, you were meant to. But I feel like this energy has already subsided, and like, here it comes again. But I'm not sure if this person is, even willing to admit that what they did was fucked up. I feel like they're willing to admit it, but it doesn't feel like anytime soon. It could be wrong, but it could just be like messages, or just remember to be kind and compassionate. Take care of yourself. Somebody hits you up, just be kind and compassionate. Let it go. But if somebody thinks they're gonna like pull one over on you, just block it. Don't even say like, hey, I'm blocking. Just block it. Because the song that came on was someone that I used to know. So that's basically telling me that song, I'm pretty sure, is all about betrayal, is all about, like, I think it's like running into the person. What is it about? It's about an emotional aftermath of a breakup, and how once close relationship can become distant and filled with resentment. It explores the shift of feelings and the different perspectives of individuals involved. The lyrics detail feelings of betrayal, disappointment, and awkwardness of encountering a former lover as a stranger. Yeah, because maybe this person feels like a stranger now. Maybe they're not around. Maybe this person would just come by and, maybe come by, or just kind of like hit you up and, say, I'm sorry. That doesn't mean, I do think you have to forgive here. I think it's going to be hard. It will be a challenge. I think that's if you end up with somebody here. But like, if it's just like forgiveness is needed, it's not romantic, this and that, you might want to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. But if it starts to get ugly or goes in a different direction, block it. Because this is somebody else's second chance or 10th chance. You know what I mean? That's because it's destiny. And destiny, plays out, but that tells me that fate has already played a hand here and someone chose a different fate. So I don't know if this person gets another chance to come back in or not. It could just be simply apologies, meet and greet, or, you ran into somebody and you just kind of like, oh, well, somebody could be like, oh, hey, and it's one of those things where, I know this didn't end well, yada, yada, yada. Please forgive me. Yeah, it could be as simple as that. And you're like, oh, wow, that was nice. I haven't seen that person in like 15 years and they still felt bad. That reminds me of like middle school. Remember I told you this kid, Steven? He lives down the street from me with friends. He told people he forgot me at the movies. Remember that story? It wasn't true. It was 7th grade. And I went and played golf with him once. He was just a really good friend. I had a lot of fun hanging out with him. And my other friend, Ryan, they were good friends. And so he would always come into the restaurant where we worked, because Ryan got me in to that restaurant when I was waitressing. Else there was no way in. So, and Steven would pop in. And then one day he just, he hit me up. And he was almost teary-eyed. He's like, I can't believe I did that to you. I'm so sorry. Like, I know it wasn't a good scenario, but it was very fucking sincere and great. And we remained friends. Right. So that could be the same situation too. So you got the 4 of Swords. So right now it's like resting, not sure what to do. So don't rush into something, especially like with your thoughts. And then you got the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom. It's like step back and kind of see, like, I guess a conversation or something would be needed. And it looks like the conversation's coming in. You don't need to make any rush decisions. But I do think this forgiveness is on both ends. So if you're like, yeah, I forgive you, but you're really like, I don't know, like me, certain scenarios, I'd be like, I don't know if I could forgive you. I don't know if I want to forgive you. I don't know if you're worth forgiving. I don't know if I want to sit here and think about if I'm wasting my time thinking about you. See, my brain just went in a different direction. That tells me there's already been some type of higher ascension here. So you might be able to accept it and leave it at that, and nothing comes of it. And it's just that time where it's necessary to go down, or something does come of it. The lovers was there, right? So, but it could be complete opposite, and one of your ex-lovers is with somebody, and then they're colliding, they're falling apart, they get the tower because it's not true love, so it can go in many different directions. 16th through the 23rd, I don't think I'm going to read on that and continue, but I'm going to give you guys your own read on members. I'll try to get to members twice a week. If I can give more time to it, I will. But for right now, we're gonna keep it there. So yeah, just hang in there, continue to be you. The energy is gonna shift. It looks really good. You might have some anxiety this week. I mean, look at what I told you guys, things like that, right? But this also tells me like there is certain people in your life that will be there. So I love you guys. 32. Bye, guys.